Bienvenidos a VENET. Es para mí un placer presentaros la entrevista que hemos realizado hoy a Ervin Laszlo. Ervin Laszlo es un pensador, músico, científico y filósofo que ha impartido clases como profesor en universidades como Yale, Princeton, la Sorbona. Ha sido nominado en 2 ocasiones al premio Nobel de la Paz y es autor de 80 libros y más de 400 artículos de investigación sobre la evolución de la conciencia humana. Ervin Laszlo se define como una persona que desde muy joven se hace preguntas. Se ha ido creando una vida en la que a través de diversas disciplinas como la música, la ciencia o la filosofía ha ido generando respuestas.
Narrowness, thinking it is me against the world, me against my competitor. Me against everybody else, basically. This is what gives you this sense of chaos or rudderless change, misinformation. People are worried what will happen because the world is getting more and more unpredictable, and we are getting lost more and more in this world. So this is what we need to recognize is that we are not against the world, and the world is not against us. Even in biology, the old idea was competition, the survival of the fittest. Whoever becomes fit outcompetes the others become extinct, the fit survive or can reproduce. This is no longer a full picture. Of course, you have to be fit, but it's not a question of outcompeting the others. It's a question of collaborating with the others. Some biologists like Bruce Lipton, for example, point out that nature, the biosphere, is not so much a jungle as it is like a garden where every part is harmonized with every other part. We need to become part of this harmonious whole, which is the web of life on the planet. And that is our job, that is our possibility, and that is the way to the future. The leadership we need who has the new consciousness. Everything we talked about, the new consciousness, is what must enter the mind of the new leaders. Leaders used to know, I am not responsible only for my country. I am not here to compete with others and never mind what happens to the competitors. I'm not here only to look at our own benefit or even only at human benefit. We must look at the whole biosphere. This is the context of our life. So a new leader must be a holistic, systemic thinker. It's emerging in society already, and we need to join this movement and accelerate it. Become all you can be and all that you need to be. You are capable of being an avant-garde, a carrier of consciousness. You are able to become the motive force, the driver of the development of the evolution of a new consciousness. And a new consciousness is needed because we can look at, quote, Einstein, who said, you can't solve the problems of the world with the same kind of thinking that gave birth to those problems. The old kind of thinking was based on a local, fragmented, very much of a subject, individual-oriented consciousness. The new consciousness is one which is a consciousness of the wholeness, of the oneness of the world, of ourselves and the world around us. So you need to become that agent of the evolution of consciousness, evolution toward a planetary consciousness, where we can all participate, where we all sense, we all feel that we are part of each other. Old concept, which was pronounced in 1917, Milton Friedman and Paul Samuelson and others have reinforced it, saying that the only responsibility of a company is toward its owners or shareholders. I think this is becoming overcome. Now we are talking about stakeholder responsibilities and social responsibilities. Ultimately, the stakeholder of every company that works in the world, that does anything in the world, that affects the world, is the whole world, because we cannot draw limits. We cannot say this is how far our responsibility goes, because this is how far our effect goes. You affect everything. So the company has to be a company as an agent of human benefit, not just a company as an agent to make money for the owners and the shareholders. That, I think, is the new business ethics, is becoming recognized at the leading edge of big business. Very often there are people now, the top managers, who are acting on this. And it's important that we recognize that there is a new paradigm in business. It's coming about, and we need to accelerate it and be part of it. And that is that our business is part of the world. And what it does to the world affects it. What is good for it is what must be at the same time what is good for the world. Because if it only works for itself, it may be fragmenting the world. It may be just breaking it apart, its coherence. Be, again, coherent with the world around you. You can do well and you can do good. This is what The Economist said some 10 years ago, and it is so true. One can be a successful business person, a successful company, and at the same time be an agent of human benefit. It is becoming aligned in the sense that if you look at the new sciences, there are implications that are philosophical implications. If you spell out these implications, then you are entering philosophy. But the science is what provides the data, provides the ground information. It does observations, that analysis, does integration, computation. Philosophy does the evaluation of the meaning. So I usually, in my books, I use the first part, the beginning part, is on science, on observation, on the new data, on information of what the world is like and who we are in the world. Second part, if you like, is philosophical, because it asks about the meaning. What does it mean? What can we do? What kind of ethics is there justified by it? What kind of system of knowledge is indicated by it? So these are philosophical questions. And they are all questions that we can ask on the basis of the information gathered by science. So they belong together, and they're best working together.